It doesn't take a basketball expert to see that Ben Simmons has superstar potential. Even coming out of college where he didn't make the NCAA tournament, Simmons was the clear-cut #1 draft choice. His combination of size, speed, court vision, and basketball IQ made him the clear Rookie of the Year winner last season, and even a first-time All-Star this season. Already in his young career, we've seen some flashes of superstar talent. For example, last year during the Sixers' 16-game winning streak to end the season, Simmons looked like a modern-day Magic Johnson. Now this year, all of Ben's numbers are up. He's putting up averages of 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists, so you might be a little confused about the title of this video. Why should Simmons leave if Philly is getting better? Well, the answer is a little more complicated than that. The numbers often don't tell the whole story, and in this case, the numbers are masking what's actually going on with Ben Simmons. It's obvious that Simmons thrives with the ball in his hands, but on Philly, he has to share the spotlight with fellow superstar Joel Embiid. Now, normally having another superstar talent on your team is a great thing, but the fact that Simmons and Embiid's games don't really complement each other is where the problem lies. When you have such a dominant, talented big man in the middle, it's really hard to justify not giving a guy like Embiid the ball on every single possession. And that's pretty much exactly what the Sixers are doing. Embiid has posted a usage rate of 33.1 this season, while Simmons' usage rate is down to 22.2. Now, to put these numbers into perspective, another pair of superstar teammates, Paul George and Russell Westbrook, have usage rates of 29.6 and 31.3 respectively. So you can see the gap between those teammates is a lot closer than Embiid and Simmons. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with giving Embiid a lot of opportunities, but in doing this, Philly is stunting the growth of Ben Simmons as he doesn't have as many opportunities and have the ball as much as he should. If you take a look at the film, most times Simmons sits in the dunker spot when the action doesn't involve him having the ball. You can see on high pick and rolls and on Embiid post-ups that Ben isn't using any of his talent to impact the offense. We all know by now that Simmons has a broken jump shot, and his unwillingness to even attempt them in game lets defenses really shrink the floor on the rest of the Sixer players on the court. How can one of your best perimeter players, who has no outside game, impact a possession without the ball? This is a question that Philly is still trying to figure out. Now, aside from Embiid, bringing in ball handling wings like Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris puts the ball in Simmons' hands even less. And if the Sixers plan on doing what they've come out and said, which is trying to sign all 4 of these guys back, Simmons may find himself in a situation for years to come where he's struggling to find his niche in the league. With all that being said, in my opinion, the best move for Ben Simmons would be to get out of Philly. It's hard to leave such a talented team, I understand that, but hear me out. Imagine putting Ben Simmons in a system that Giannis has, or Harden has, or that young LeBron has. Just one superstar talent and a bunch of shooters and defenders around him. There's no doubt that Simmons has the tools to be a team's lone centerpiece. In today's pace and space obsessive nature of the NBA, the ceiling on a Ben Simmons-led team is almost limitless. We've already seen in Philly that he can bully defenders and get to the rim at will, and if defenders decide to help, his best ability, which is his generational passing talent, will elevate everyone around him. The floor would open up for him, and as a superstar talent, the biggest thing you crave is space out there on the floor. This playstyle is essentially how the Sixers structured their offense at the end of last season, where they saw a 16-game win streak without Joel Embiid. During this win streak, we got a glance of what Simmons could be, and honestly, it would be a basketball travesty if we can't see this longer and see him unlock his full basketball potential. I know Philly fans don't want to hear this, and there's a lot of arguments that can be made for him to stay, but the one thing I know is what I've seen with my eyes. Ben Simmons' confidence, abilities, and leadership all take a leap when he's the guy on a basketball team. He's still extremely young in developing his game, and the more reps that he gets on his own team, the sooner he'll reach the level that everyone knows he's capable of. If I was in his shoes, I'd seriously consider taking my talents elsewhere. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on Ben Simmons and whether he should stay in Philly or head somewhere else. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.